This is Mrs. Msomi. She is the wife of the first Nduna, which Rev Stegen found when he came to this place for the first time. And her husband had 4 wives, just to explain that. She was a tough man. He said, no preacher will preach at his funeral. If there is a preacher, he will rise from the grave and beat that preacher and chase all those believers out. But amazingly, at his funeral, Rev Stegen preached, and he even came to the mission. They were good friends. He said before he died, this heart of stone, I take it out and I accept a new heart of flesh. So he was changed and he could preach at his funeral. He's a homophone. I thank the Lord for bringing Rev Stegen to this place. It was a difficult place and a poor place. There was no food. We had no water. We didn't know God. But through the coming of Rev Stegen, we now know God. Rev Stegen came here in 2009. Now, Nduna Msomi, he didn't like anything to do with the church. But my daughter and myself would go to church. We would go to church. When we get back home, often he would shout at us, why did you take long at the church? We would apologize. The second time we come again to the service. Eventually, he loved this congregation. So later when we would go to the service, he wouldn't even ask why we took long at the service. While in the meantime, the Lord was working in his heart. And God was working with his all might in his life. He first became ill and the Lord revealed himself to him. When Rev Stegen came to the place in 2009, an amazing thing happened. He spoke to my husband. He said, I want to make you prosper at this place. But my husband had a heartache. But we all questioned, even the neighbors, saying, how did Rev Stegen calm my husband? That he could listen to someone else. He did not want to listen to anyone. Then they became friends with Rev Stegen. He got sick. And Rev Stegen would come with his aeroplane, land, and come to my house to see my husband. One day, Rev Stegen said, I'll take the Nduna to the mission, to Kwasizabantu. I looked after my husband at the mission.
nathi sasibuye nami ekhulume noma kanjani nami.
Sometimes my husband would speak in anyhow with me.
Athi ubaba umfundisi uthobele nowa.
But Reverend Stegen would say, humble yourself, he is your husband.
Nami ngizwe
Sometimes my heart would be full, I would get angry.
afike ubaba umfundisi athi thobela.
But Reverend Stegen would come and say, humble yourself before him.
Sahlala-ke naye.
We stayed with him,
Loyo ngimisa kodokotela ngimgeza ngimenza yonke.
and taking him to the doctors, washing him, really taking care of him.
Ubaba umfundisi ngizobona selethe ingubo eziclean ezintsha.
And I would see Reverend Stegen bringing new blankets, new clothes for him.
Athi angifuni nami nilale ngey'ngubo lezi.
And he said, I don't want my Nduna to sleep with such blankets. I want him to sleep with the best.
Engadli ukudla okungenayo inyama.
And he would not eat any food without meat.
Wayefika ubaba umfundisi athi bakuphekeleni.
And Reverend Stegen would come and say, what did I cook for you today?
Athi ubaba uyaboka ngiphekelele ukudla.
And my husband would say, look, this is the food they cooked for me.
Agijima umfundisi ayiphezulu.
Baba Mfundisi would rush to the top
Afika athi phezulu yenzelani induna yami inyama.
and tell the people, make meat for my Nduna.
Bayenzeka inyama abuye edle ubaba kajabule.
Then they would cook the meat, bring it, and my husband would be happy. He was a man.
Idla inyama-ke indoda yakaZulu.
A Zulu man eats meat.
Usuthi-ke kwaze kwahamba ubaba waze wathula umphefumulo wavela emishini uyamazuba.
Until he passed away at the mission.
Sahlela-ke uhlelo lomngcwabo.
We arranged for the funeral,
Waze wafika-ke emaphethelweni. Ubaba umfundisi wamphathela wonke umngcwabo kakaba.
till the day of the funeral. Reverend Stegen did everything for the funeral.
Angikaze ngikhiphe ngisho isente lokuthi nakuthengani ukuthi cha.
I didn't use any money from my pocket, just for the preparation of the funeral.
Samfihla kubaba,
We buried him.
ngahlala,
I stayed alone.
anginakudla,
I had no food,
anginalutho.
nothing.
Sasanda kushona ubaba,
My husband had just passed away.
ngaphatheka kabi.
I was grieved in my heart.
Kodwa ubaba umfundisi wafika ngevili elangiduduza, wangiduduza.
But Reverend Stegen came with the word. It comforted me.
Ubaba kuzothi ngibona useletha impuphu, letha ama-tippets, letha ushukela, letha ama-tippets, ubisi.
As I was staying alone, often I would see Reverend Stegen coming, bringing me maize meal, bringing me tea bags and things for tea.
Aletha ubhonleyi.
And he would bring me the raisin loaf.
Odlula usuku olo, ubaba umfundisi nange seletha enye impuphu, letha ushukela, yonke nje i-dress ayilithatha.
And it would take just one day. He comes again with different things, groceries to bring to me.
Sisebenza emgaqweni la.
I was
Sithatha
working
amaphepha sishanela senza yonke into la emgaqweni.
on the road, cleaning the roads as other people do,
Yolo 550.
earning 550 rand a month.
Ngathi baba umfundisi, 500 wena ungayithenga ibhusi.
As-
Uzothenga ugqoka kulo 500. Nansi lengane kufanele ngiyigqokise kulo 500.
I said to Reverend Stegen, with 500 rand, can you buy food and clothing for the child and you live? I said, it's impossible.
Thandaza,
Pray,
uzothola umsebenzi.
you will get the work.
Nangempela uNkulunkulu ungeza umsebenzi.
And truly, the Lord opened the job for me.
Ngathi ngizwa ucingo langena ntambama.
A call came during the evening.
Ngathi hamba uye esitolo i-tuck shop lela, uqala i-tuck shop.
He said, go now, you will work at the tuck shop. There was a new tuck shop that opened.
Nangempela ngangena la ngo-2011.
Truly, I went and I started working at the tuck shop in 2011.
Ngasebenza
I worked
kwaze kwaba yimali.
until now.
Sakhuphuka siza la.
And then we moved from the tuck shop to the big shop.
Sisasiqala kancane isitolo lesi.
And we started this shop slowly,
saphinda sesisinga isitolo
and look now, it has grown so much
ngamandla kaNkulunkulu.
with the power of God.
Ubaba umfundisi angifuni ngaye.
I don't want anything with Rev Stegen, anyone who says anything wrong.
Namhlanje ngiwumuntu mina ngobaba umfundisi.
Today, I am a person, I am alive because of Rev Stegen.
Wangakhela indlu,
He built a house for me.
wangatshaleli umango.
He planted mangoes for me.
Sengazi ukuthi umkhwenyana wamshonile,
I knew my husband has passed away.
akekho umuntu ozongondla.
There's no one to take care of me.
Kodwa ngondliwa imali yala ekhaya.
But through the money from Rev Stegen, from this place, I am alive.
Ngiyambonga uNkulunkulu.
I thank God for that.
Ngibonga kakhulu.
I'm so thankful.
Baba ngibonge ukuthi abantu bakasiza abantu bonke
I'm thankful to everyone from Kwasizabantu
abangilekelela kukhulu baba basiza lana.
who were helping me when my husband was sick.
Ngakwazi ukuthatha iBhayibheli
I could take a Bible,
ngihambe ngiyisonto.
go to church.
Thina sasingazi indaba yokusonto kwalifesida.
We didn't know anything about going to church. We would just sleep.
Kodwa manje siyakwazi ukuthi uthandaze vele ekuseni uthandaze ukuze la emsebenzini. Ngisho sengiphila sengiphuma sengikhohliwe. Ngobona selimani. Hawu Nkosi hamba nami ungcina. Amen.
But now I can pray in the morning when I go to sleep, even when I leave my house, even if I forget, now I remember, oh, I haven't prayed. I go back to the room and say, Lord, please go with me now.
Iyada ngiyasutha. Ngangimncane bengyazi ba ome angingaka kasizana.
I eat, I am satisfied. I was very thin. They can testify. At that time at Kwasizabantu, I was very thin.
Kodwa manje sengigqoka usize 36.
But now I'm wearing size 36.
Ngiyambonga uNkulunkulu. Angiyiqheli uNkulunkulu ohamba nami sonke isikhathi ongilekelelayo ongivikela kuko konke.
I'm not proud, but I'm thankful to the Lord who walks with me day by day and protecting me from all the dangers.
uNkulunkulu angisize.
May the Lord
Ngaso
help
sonke
me
isikhathi.
at all times
Ngimkhonze,
that I would serve Him, follow Him,
ngimgcine kuko konke.
and keep all His laws at all times.
Ngoba ngazi ukuthi uma ngalahla uNkulunkulu naye ngoba kuningi angenzelela.
Because I don't know if I would forsake God, what would become of me, because so much He has done for me.